All right, what's good? What's good, man? We back with another one, Self-Made Life TV. You already know, man. Don't have to follow that, but let's get into this, man. This a little left field, but y'all might be getting more women's boxing content. You know, was kind of on that WNBA vibe with it, but recently, far as with the betting and just watching a little more, women do get down, man. So I definitely gonna have to start paying attention. Like I said, y'all definitely most likely will be seeing more content. But further ado, man, y'all see the title. We ain't gonna, what I'm saying, we ain't gonna hesitate. Now, this is not boxing. This is not gambling advice. Do what you want. Never gamble more than you can lose. But man, now if you want the real knowledge on boxing, go holler at I think it's Ring IQ. He the only one to me right now holding it down with women's boxing. But from what I just seen, I watched both of their last fights and a little bit of highlights of each of them, the last hour or two. And these odds are crazy, man. Right now they have Cameron as I want to say Cameron is around what, a plus 700, I think, something like that, 600 plus 600 plus 700, and McGee right now is plus 1,000. Um, McGee is also plus 1,600 for the knockout, and she's plus 1,800 for the decision. Cameron is, I want to say she's minus money for a decision, like minus 185 or something like that. None of these, you can just go look at the odds yourself. I'm just trying to give you a estimate of last time I checked them. I should check them with my phone, but I ain't got to be perfect because they're going to change either way by fight time. But so yeah, she was minus money on the decision. Cameron was, and she was plus money on the knockout. So now we got that out the way. Initial info from what I'm noticing is it's a lot of advantages to me on McGee's side. McGee has the experience. The record is obvious. Cameron is only 14-0. McGee has over 30 fights, I believe. She's doing like 27-3, 27-4, something like that with a draw. I'm gonna do a screen share. We're gonna look at their records. But yeah, so experience, I want to say McGee doubles her fights. Secondly, um, reach. McGee got a 72-inch reach. Cameron has a 69-inch reach. And weirdly enough, from what I've seen, it said they're both 6'6". So, um, hey, misquote. They not both. That was crazy. From what I read, they both 5'6". And McGee just has a larger frame. I don't know though. I think McGee's taller. I seen a picture too on design. I think McGee's taller. But yeah, so McGee has the reach advantage in her favor also. And stylistically, I watched the McGee interview with Seconds Out, and she was saying that she thinks that Cameron is going to come in there and box. So, going into watching Cameron highlights, I thought I was going to see Cameron doing a lot of boxing. And while I would say she boxed when it comes to activity, a big thing with boxing, I'm learning, you got to look at the feet, man. Cameron is not, she's moving, but she's not like a boxer mover like that. I would say McGee's last opponent is more of a boxer mover than Cameron. Cameron to me want to exchange. Now she's not the most powerful, but to me she's there to exchange, and she's there to try to get her opponent out of there. Like I didn't see, you know, um, no back down from Cameron as far as a lot of back movement, and I didn't really see a lot of side to side. Like I said, she boxes. She's not just walking, standing there. McGee is much more slower when it comes to movement, like that. But as far as a pity pat boxer, no, I don't see that from Cameron. But why I say McGee gonna get the knockout, I just the reach is one thing because McGee do smother some of her punches, but fighting styles, man. If you get a chance, just go watch some of their fights, man. Definitely go watch both of their previous fights. These is literally the fights I just got done watching. That's why I like this picture. And McGee fight, She's almost like a female Wilder in the aspect of, but she's more skilled than Wilder. Not no offense to Wilder, she's more skilled than Wilder, but she's McGee's not trying to jab. McGee is not trying to go to the decision. She's in there to get her opponent out of there. And in her interview, she said she's doing a little Joe Frazier, a little George Foreman, a little Muhammad Ali. I thought she was just capping, but no, I seen shades of that in there. One thing I like about her, she's a heavy come forward, and like I said, slow in the feet, heavy come forward. But man, she got a left hook out this world. She got a right straight hand down the pipe out this world. She works the body. I seen uppercuts to the body. Like I said, the only thing is she don't use the jab a lot, but the straight is powerful. She's a power puncher, man. She's not in there to try to win a decision. She's not even in there trying to win the round. She's physical, fights on the inside. I like what I seen out of her, man. And I just think she's going to be too physical for Cameron. To me, Cameron can win. Now, this is the flip side. Cameron can win. I can actually see Cameron getting the knockout because Cameron is very active. And one thing about McGee is that McGee's defense is lacking some. While she does move her head, you can win rounds on McGee. And if this is a 10-round fight, it wouldn't put it past me that Cameron can squeeze her way to a decision because we know it's her hometown. McGee is the American fighter coming into foreign soil. So that's the one advantage I do see for Cameron, the hometown cooking. And like I said, she's not a back down fighter. So with McGee not being the most defensive fighter, if McGee gets into an aspect to where Cameron is just getting 6-7 shots off, the home crowd, the home ref will stop it, as we've seen in her previous fight. So that it's not all, to me, it's not all, 100% just McGee, but I would say 80-20, 70-30 in McGee's favor. That's why I say the odds don't match the fight to me. But continuing on, I can see a late stoppage for McGee. Her last two fights, she got the stoppages in the 9th and the 10th. I can definitely see her getting a late stoppage because, like I said, her style is she's a wear and tear type of fighter. I can see her getting very physical with Cameron, and Cameron being tough might hurt her because Cameron got some toughness in her from what I've seen, and I think it's going to me. Both of them is macho, so it's gonna get to a point where they're, both of them don't really take too many backsteps. That's why another side bet, if you want to, you can bet the under because I don't see this fight going 10 rounds, man. Both of these, to me, from what I've seen with my eyes, I know the eye test is everything, but from what I just seen, these are two come forward fighters, so I can see this fight probably ending within 7 or 8, maybe 6. Like I said, McGee is a late stoppage type of fighter from her last 2 stoppages, so she does wear and tear. Like I said, she's not the I wouldn't say she got one punch knockout power, because her last opponent was able to last. Like if you got a decent chin, you're gonna be able to last. But she's almost like she had a little Tyson Fury for her ass. She's an old school fat George Foreman. She's ducking low with that head, like pause, but she ducks low with her head, very low. Sometimes she might give you the side step. She gives you head movement up top. So, it's not all just come forward, get punched. She definitely does move. And then she's coming with shots off of that. And one thing I want to see, that's why I'm definitely going to probably do a fight party for this fight, for a fight chat, is I want to see what happens in these exchanges, man, because while Cameron is the quicker fighter and I can see Cameron connected some good shots, I want to see what's going to happen when McGee connects on Cameron. That's why I will put some change on McGee because the odds are too good. And from what I've seen, to me, really the bet. To me, the bet is McGee by stoppage. I don't see Cameron lasting 10 rounds with McGee. Obviously, I think McGee knows too that she's not going to win the decision. So her only true way win is a knockout. I don't think them judges going to let her leave there with the belt. This unification with the belt, she's not leaving there with the decision. But enough of me yapping, man. Hopefully that kind of gave y'all. I just wanted to kind of let y'all know my thoughts on it from what I just seen. We're gonna get into the screen share real quick, man. Look at some of these. This box right. some of his Twitter. So yeah, we on Chantelle box rack. 5'8". Like I said, 69 reach. 14 fights, 8 KO. So quote unquote power puncher. She's 30 though. I thought she was younger. So while she does lack experience, she's not age wise. They're pretty close. I think over I got about like 6 years or something. But just checking out her box rack. McGee is obviously her best opponent she's faced. So I just don't get how Vegas got her such a heavy favorite like this, man. I'm not really seeing anything. I looked at her last couple fights, man. And Melissa Hernandez was way smaller. Like, we about to go look at, because McGee, not the biggest person, right? McGee 5'8". Boom, McGee 5'8". Melissa was smaller than McGee. Okay, Melissa was 41, and she was wild. So, oh my God, wow. So they had her in there with a 5'2". That's bad. To me, that's not good. Now, I don't know if they knew that she was gonna fight. I don't know if they knew she was gonna fight McGee next, but that's why when I first seen the fight, I'm like, maybe it was just to stay busy, get it out the way fight. But dude, her last opponent was 5'2". Like, come on, why would you? You always should. Even if you fight in a tune-up fight, you want to fight a tune-up person that's at least body type the same as the big fight you're getting ready for. So if they knew they had the McGee fight coming up and they put her in it with a 5'2" girl, and it was damn near life and death to keep it 100. She got out her in the fifth thanks to the help of the ref, but she was, she's in there with a girl that she was 6 inches taller than, and low key struggled to get her out of there. Yeah, man. Like I said, I just don't see her lasting here. We're gonna check out McGee's real quick. Yep, McGee. Like I said, 30 fights exactly, 27-3. Who did she lose to? Let me see. She lost to Erica Perez by UD. Wow, she lost to Holly Holm. This can't be UFC Holly Holm. Hold on. Okay, she's inactive. I think this might be the preacher's daughter. Yeah, that sounds like UFC's Holly Holm. Wow. So UFC's Holly Holm last fight was Mary McGee. She won the unanimous decision. So yeah, come on, like, man, we talking experience. So Mary McGee done kind of seen it all. Let me go back, because I never really. I looked at her at the top of the box, right? I ain't never really looked. Okay, so she lost to Erica Ferrer, who was 17-0. She lost to Holly Holm by UD, and she lost to Brooke. So it looked like she lost a couple UDs. Brooke is 5-4, so she obviously not that good. Holly Holm is inactive. And then Erica, let's see when the last time Erica fought. Okay, Erica right now got 5 losses. Wow. Erica's on the 3-fight losing streak. So, and they all UDs. She didn't get knocked out, so to me it don't look like she took she probably won these fights, man. We know women boxing, especially decision. So, yeah, to me, none of their resumes is too crazy. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I know some names, but her last 2 opponents was better than Chantelle's. The box rec stars, not everything, but 2, and she got them out of there. 2 3-star opponents, she got them out of there. I need to see how long Chantelle had the belt. Okay. And man, the Adriana fight, that fight looked weird in itself. Looked like she went 10 rounds with her. Adriana, she was having wardrobe malfunctions. She wasn't active, so she almost was like, in there like a punching bag. She was 6-0 at the time of that fight. So yeah, man, I'm not really liking Chantelle's last 2 fights going into this fight, man. Just quality opponent to me is not getting her ready for a Mary McGee at all, man. So you can kind of hear where I'm leaning. gonna hit this Twitter streets, man. Here go little highlights. Last audio got my video took, but this Mary McGee versus her last opponent, man. We're gonna big screen it real quick. I wish I can show y'all the fight, but I ain't gonna get the video flagged. But we're gonna look at a little her work. Look at the power. That's that she caught it with that left hand. Power puncher, man. Power puncher. We're gonna watch that one more time. Now I know you're gonna say, "Oh, it's just a highlight clip," but you can see her style, man. Look, rough and tough. She's in there, man. Look, war. Look, and this her swinging for the fences. So she also showing you too that she get her opponent hurt. She gonna go for the kill, man. It's not gonna be easy though. I'm not sitting here saying it's gonna be easy. I know it sounds like I am. You know, Cameron can win and probably will put up a fight. You know, here's her right here. Like I said, look, she's explosive. She quit. So if her strategy, she can. I can see her boxing to a point decision just because she's gonna be more active than McGee. So if you even want to put a little money on her on decision, just by showing this, you can tell by the two different highlights I just showed you, you know, who's the quicker fighter. Like I said, Cameron is the quicker fighter, has the better jab. So Cameron can win by decision, but my question, the big question is, will Cameron be able to box her way to a 10-round fight? That's the question. I don't know if she'll be able to last, man. You know, she's very possible, and Vegas is always right most of the time, but I'm just leaning towards McGee. Now, I could be wrong. You know, I could be eating crow. Let's see what she said.
Wanna win this, like all of us do. It's going to be a great fight, and the best woman will win. I think that's going to be me.
Looking at the two of you, people would say that there might be a power advantage with what Mary McGee has done. She's had more fights, she's been able to prove that. You yourself have knockouts on your record. Do you think that's something that you've seen in Mary's game and you're looking to adapt to, or do you think you have the power advantage yourself?
I've got plan A, B, and C, so I'm good.
Okay. So yeah, like I said, man, it's not as easy as I'm trying to make it sound. Like, it definitely can go the other way and definitely can be lopsided the other way. But from what I'm just seeing right now, man, I don't know if she gonna be able to handle that type of just rough and tough. Because McGee, like I said, McGee is in a situation where she knows she can't win a decision. So if you fighting a fighter who ain't got nothing to lose, really, McGee already took some losses. So, and she from Gary, and if you know, you know. Put it like that. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Gary. But if you know, you know. So yeah, that's about it, man. I just had a little inspiration to make that video, man. Definitely hit that subscribe button, man. Stay tuned, man.